the nail on the head. Alright, so check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans. Now, as you guys can see, I'm on the inside of U, which by the way is the 247 version for the Miami Hurricanes. Now, 2022, you guys have been seeing a lot of, commitments lately. You guys have been seeing some predictions and stuff like that. Well, nonetheless, for those of y'all that's behind and, not really caught up, this is what this video is about. This video is to get you guys caught up a little bit. Show some of the crystal ball predictions for some of the kids that Miami's going after. Now, let's get straight into it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you ain't already subscribed, share it with a friend, let them know we got you. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so latest predictions. First up, as you see right there, this is a prediction by a Florida State insider by the name of Josh Newberg. This is the Florida guy. This is the Florida State guy. He's predicting linebacker Wesley to the University of Miami. As you can see, the date is on there, so you guys can check the dates on these. These are pretty recent, So Wesley to Miami, that's by Josh. Josh also dropped another crystal ball for another kid that Miami's going after, 4-star wide receiver, Jaden Gibson, saying that basically it's going to the Gators. Now, keep in mind, these are predictions. These are not written in stone. These are where these guys think that these guys are going to land. Now, I do take some of these and put them into real consideration because they're constantly talking to these kids, constantly, sourcing their information before they put out these predictions. So, grain of salt, Nonetheless, man, moving on. I know you guys love to see this, but, Traquan Fegans, crystal ball, University of Miami. 2 of them to be exact today. One name that you guys are very familiar with, Andrew Ivins, and Gabby also. So there you go. Two crystal balls to the University of Miami for Traquan Fegans. I know a lot of y'all been trying to keep up with this guy, cornerback. We need those. So, hey. Another one recently for, tight end, Caden Helms, Oklahoma. That was a couple days ago by Sean. He's a Michigan State insider. So these aren't just guys that represent, he doesn't represent Oklahoma. He represents Michigan State. So for him to go ahead and put the nod on Oklahoma State, might be some inside information there somewhere for him to do that. But nonetheless. Moving on, as you guys know, Chris Graves committed to the University of Miami. As you can see, the check mark is beside Miami. These predictions of him committing to Miami was correct. So we can move on there. Another name for the Miami Hurricane. Carswell is being predicted for the Miami Hurricanes. Now, David Lakes, Miami insider also. Then you have Gabby with the Miami also. We're going to keep it light. We're not going to go too much details, but there you go. Now you got a guy here by the name of DJ Weselick. I spoke about him in a couple of videos a while back. Defensive end. SC said to be the place of prediction by, Steve right here. But nonetheless, here you have another full round Miami prediction for your guy Nick. Now, another cornerback, 5'11", 175 pounds, being predicted to make it to the University of Miami. So, as you guys see here also, check mark on Kamari Rogers. He's already committed to the University of Miami. Now, DJ Weselick, as you can see, he was being crystal ball here for, USC, but he's also being crystal ball to Clemson. So like I tell you guys, these crystal balls, they're not set in stone. Their predictions, they're based on source. So it's either he's going to Clemson or he's going to USC, whichever, insider got the best source. It's tough. All right. There you got another one with Kamari Rogers, of course, already committed. Okay, so here's where it gets crazy too. You got Kamari Wilson. He's being crystal ball to the UGA, the Georgia. This is one of the guys that's in Miami, is in his top 6, so we're gonna keep an eye on him. Being crystal ball here for Georgia. Then you got another one that Miami's going after heavily, tight end Skinner. Being crystal ball here by an Auburn insider to the Florida State Seminoles. So, and another crystal ball also by Kevin Ryan's, basically UGA, Georgia. Kamari Wilson, of course, you guys know, came for Miami. And Stewart, Shamar Stewart, Andrew Ivan, crystal ball, University of Miami. Steve also, University of Miami. So these crystal balls was made over a month ago. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. And even if these guys do end up coming to the University of Miami, keep it in mind, nothing's final until that pen crossed that line. Skidoo. Dry the ink. Anyway, man, Chris Graves, those predictions was correct. He did come to the University of Miami. Skinner, he's got a whole bunch of predictions for FSU. He hasn't committed to FSU, could change his mind, could end up going there, but I can tell you this, from what I know, his dream school, FSU. So it could be a lot of truth to these predictions. He said it himself, his dream school is FSU. So the crystal balls are rolling in for him to go to FSU. All right, Kamari Wilson, another couple more crystal balls for the University of Georgia. So we'll see how that play out. And Chris Graves, of course, the crystal balls that came in for him from Miami has came true. He has committed. Caden Helms, once again, Oklahoma. Daltrey Richardson. From what I'm hearing, it's down to Miami and Florida State. Nonetheless, this is over 2 months ago, crystal balled to Florida State. Caden Helms, of course. All right, so here's another one that Miami is going after. Devon Jackson, linebacker, 4-star. Hey, got a crystal ball here for Arizona. Like I said, over a couple months ago, things could change. Kids have made their visits. A lot of these crystal balls could change. Hopefully some of these guys update their crystal balls or whatever, this and that and third. But these are the kids that Miami's going after. Just rolling through this list real quick. This is not going to try to make this too lengthy, but, All right, well, Kamari Wilson, man, that's a name. Crystal ball is for UGA. Can Miami get him? Yes, who can get him? Can any other team in his top 6 get him? Yes, it's possible. But all the guys that make their predictions and, they're these professional experts at picking these, they're going UGA heavily. And this has been for all the way since April. So, y'all keep an eye out for that. Let's see what else we got on this list. Any more recent names? Devon Jackson, that's one to look out for. He's being predicted for Arizona State, so Miami's going to be in a battle with Arizona State if they're going to land this guy. Daltrey, Florida State, going to be in a battle with him. All right, so these are dating all the way back to the beginning of the year. As you guys already know, Ja'Cory Brown, crystal ball to Miami. Miami got Ja'Cory Brown. So, like I said, some of these crystal balls do come true. Some of them do have some weight, but You never know. You never could tell which one's gonna go this way or that way, which one's gonna be right, which one's gonna be wrong. You just gotta watch it play out. It's tough. All right, so Kamari Rogers, like I said, some of these do not play out. He was crystal ball to Ole Miss by David, an Ole Miss insider. He's a Miami Hurricane commitment. So, as you can see, the X is on there. You got it wrong. Sorry. A lot of these gonna turn into some X's. You know, you got it wrong. This, that, and the third. So, we just gotta be patient and watch these. Watch these play out, man. Watch these play out. Watch these kids, make their choice. Jaden Gibson, a lot of crystal balls to the University of Florida. He's one of Miami's top target. See how it work out. We'll see how it goes. Now, Gabby, Wesley, this is back in February. So this prediction, updated recently. Wesley for Miami. One of Miami top targets. See, Steve Robertson made his prediction for Kamari Rogers to go to Miami back in February. That's correct. All the other ones that was saying Mississippi Ole Miss, you got it wrong. That's tough. All right, so here goes some more for Miami. You got Dante Anderson. He's a 4-star defensive end, being crystal ball for the University of Miami. This is all the way back in December. Gabby made these two crystal balls actually. Another one for Jaden Gibson, University of Miami. This is all the way back in December, Christmas to be exact. So, we see Skinner also for all the way back to October of last year for Clemson. And then you got Jalen Amarella. I'm sorry. I might have messed that kid name up just then, but oh well. Predicted all the way back in 2019 to Florida State. So, like I said, a lot of kids, crystal balls are being dropped. Where they're going to go, who they're going to pick. Some of them will be right, some of them will be wrong. Hopefully, the top targets that Miami's going after, they get. It is what it is, man. But let me know what y'all think about all these, crystal balls. Who you think is right? Who you rolling with? Who you want to see at the Miami? Who you want to see at Miami out of all these kids the most? T2Y, and I'm out.